A longtime fixture in our community is in desperate need of funding. The Prendergast Library, and you see that sign right behind me. There it is. It spells it out for you. The city of Jamestown cut $250,000 from the library last year, according to Tina Scott, the executive director.
The library has had a deficit budget for a number of years. This has been going on for, I would say, 50-plus years. I mean, I look back in the minutes and I see that they have struggled with the budget over the years. Of course, some years are better than others, but it is nothing new. It's just that foundations have stepped in to close that gap. The city of Jamestown did fund the library. In most recent years, it was about a third of our budget, and luckily the library does have a healthy endowment fund, and that provides another third of the budget. However, the rest of it has to be made up with fines, fees, fundraising, memorials. We get some state funding for being a central library, and we do get money from JBC to be their library. So we have a mixture of sources, but none of those are sustainable. You never know when you're not going to get them anymore.
Now, why is this happening, you ask? Well, that's a good question. Some of it is due in large part to people not paying their fines. Tina Scott says, any way you slice it, it's a mess.
There are many people who do pay their fines, and they willingly do it because they know it helps the library survive. We have some people who are unable to pay their fines, and some people who won't, and we may never see those fines. But again, it is a portion of our budget. We do rely on it. If you're under $10, you can still use the computers, but some people don't think about, well, maybe I should just pay that $9.50 because they can use the computers. Yet, if everybody did pay that money and bring their records down to zero, it would help.
This community resident, her name is Madeleine Olsen. She volunteers her time here in the afternoons. She says the library has given her a very healthy outlet for her expression, and it has also given her some resources that she wouldn't have ordinarily had.
A safe space that actually lets me find my creativity outlet. It brings the community together. It lets me meet new people. It's, for not just me, for adults in general, it kind of gives you a space to be able to do the things you need to do when you don't have a lot of money to buy, your own printer or to have money access to computers and, just the community in general. They really help you do the things you need to do in life.
So what can you do to get involved? The bottom line, Tina Scott says you need to be active. You need to let your voice be heard.
Go to city council meetings, get involved, ask questions. I don't think you can make a decision about anything that happens in your community unless you have all the facts.
Reporting from the Prendergast Library, where it is in desperate need of funding, quite possibly a miracle. I'm Ryan Hedrick, WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.